Hi guys. Oh my god, it's been my first live in a long time, so let's see how it goes. Hi guys. Happy Friday. We got Aiden Jack says hi. Hi, how are you? Happy New Year. I know it's been a long time since I've done a live. I don't remember when was the last time I did one, but it's been a while. Oh, Jonathan says hi with little hearts. Hi sister, how are you? We're gonna give it a couple seconds. We're gonna Today's my 18th birthday, Aiden. Well, happy birthday to you. You're starting off your new year with the new year and your 18th birthday. That's very, very exciting. So, happy birthday to you. Um, L Mini says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. How are you doing today on this Friday? Um, we got Mama Plex TV says, Hi. Hi, how are you? Oh my God. I need to actually look back and see the last time that I did a live. It's been such a long time. But Aiden, you better enjoy your 18th birthday because these years fly by so fast. You'll be 25 before you know it. You'll be 30 before you know it. So um, have fun. Oh my God, it's been over 3 months. It's been well over 90 days since I've live streamed. So it's been it's been kind of a long time. But hopefully we are back into the live stream. I definitely want to go back into doing it because I literally have not live streamed like more than 10 times last year. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I've only done 9 live streams last year, which is crazy because in 2020, I literally did, no, in 2021, I did so many live streams, but now we're back. So we're going to go back and trying to get into a schedule and trying to get into the groups of things. Gigi says, Hola, amiguis. Hola, how are you? And Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to you. And next Friday, I will also do a live stream at 7. I'm not sure if I'll be out of town, but regardless, I will be on live, regardless of what location I am. I'm going to try to be a lot more consistent on being live stream because I cannot believe I was only on live stream 9 times last year. That's truly unacceptable. I should be on live stream at least 40 times every year, just because it's a little bit better. Um, this live stream may be like a little bit shorter just because I am trying to get back into it. Probably like about an hour, but we'll kind of see how it is. Uh, Mama says, "What's new in your handbag collection?" Well, for Christmas, I did get those 2 Versace bags, and that's pretty much it. I will be doing what I'm planning to purchase this year, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys, Carolina Herrera is definitely going to be one of the major handbag brands that I add into this coming year. It's been a handbag brand, or it's just been a brand that I've always been interested in, and I feel like this year is definitely going to be the year where I definitely do add more Carolina Herrera bags. Well, I don't have anything Carolina Herrera. I only have like a fragrance. I have some ready to wear, but that's like at my parents' house that I haven't worn in years. But Carolina Herrera are going to be new bags or new bags that I'm going to be adding into my collection. But yeah, the Versace bags have been the ones that I've been using the most. They're the newest ones. The tote bags have been using all my leather ones in a transition of all 3 of them. My J Mark has also been a really heavy contender. I would say between the tote bags and leather and medium, the J Mark, and then the 2 Versace bags. Those have probably been the bags that I've been using the most. That's been in heavy rotation. But I know once I get those Carolina Herrera bags, oh, those are going to be the bags I'm using probably for the rest of the season. But I'm kind of like on a no kind of shopping ban. Well, I did buy a few things, but I always have to buy some stuff. But I'm kind of like not buying as much in January Because I know last year I did buy a lot of things in January, but this year I've only bought a few things, not a whole lot. Um, JR puts little heart, thank you. And then Mama puts cool. Yeah, the Killing Herrera bags, they're really nice. I think they're really well priced. A lot of them are under $2,000. They're made in Spain. I've touched them, I've held them. I saw them in person like 2 years ago in El Palacio Hierro. And then ever since then, I've just been kind of like totally obsessed with them. Like I am obsessed with them, and I recently kind of fell in love with the brand, and so now I'm just like, ooh, Carolina Herrera is definitely going to be the brand that I do want to add into this year. Well, at least for the first quarter of the season, for from January to February, from January to March is definitely going to be Carolina Herrera bags that I definitely do want to prioritize over any other handbag brand. In this, I do want the Coach Heart bag too, the black on black on the full price section, not the off price. That one's 350, but it's currently sold out on the Coach website. So I'll definitely be adding that one soon once that becomes available because I think it's still sold out. I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's out of stock right now, but that's the one that I really want. The heart crossbody with cold team. I really want that one. That's the link for it in case if anybody wants to look at the bag. That's the one that I want. If you guys can give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Um, but do you guys have anything on y'all's wish list for 2023? I keep saying 2020 like we're still in it, but I don't know. It takes a hot minute for me to keep saying 2023. Um, Rick says, what bag has the best resale value? It just depends what bag you buy at what time frame. So, for example, my Saint Laurent 5'7" bag I bought last year for 1690, and now it's $2,400 plus tax. I'm pretty sure I can sell it for $1,600 because it's in pretty good condition. Because the super mini one is now that same price, and so I'll probably get my money. It just depends the bag and what time frame you buy it. But I would probably say like Hermes, Chanel Classic Flaps, and what bags are popular, but you buy them when they first come out. So right now, like that Gucci crossbody that's very popular, that's I think under $2,000. If you buy that now and you sell it like 2 years later, you'll definitely kind of break even, or you'll just lose a little bit. It's just whenever the bags first come out, like the product Clio is, I don't know, like $3,200, 33. That bag was 24 when it first came out. The Prada nylon was 1,900, $1,200. Now it's 2,000, and I'm pretty sure you can sell it for $1,200, and maybe you just lose a little bit of the tax. It honestly, I would say the best time to buy a bag when you like it, especially if it's gonna get pushed as an it bag and people are really liking it, is to buy it when it first come out. The La Medusas had a price increase versus when they first came out. So buying a bag when it first comes out in a collection is the best time to buy it versus waiting on once the bag kind of has even more of its popularity. So I have a picture of this Gucci bag that I tried on in the store. So for example, like this bag right here, I'm not sure. I think it's $1,800. So this bag, it has like the Gucci webbing with the chain and with the bag. I think it's 1890, and I promise you, by the end of this year, this bag will at least be 22 or $2,300, and by the end of like 2 years, this bag will probably be probably like $2,500. So I would say buy it when it first comes out because it's the best time. Or even this one, I think this one's even going to be even more popular because it's more of a introductory price point. So like this one right here is I think 1290. This will definitely be 1890 in like a year and a half. And so like I said, buy them when they first come out, is the best time to buy them. So that's when I would say to buy them. First bag purchase recommendation. I would say the first bag recommendation should be anything that um, I would say anything that is under $2,000. I feel like your first bag should definitely be something that's very wearable that you get a lot of use out of. like nylon, canvas, a very durable leather like Soffiano. I don't think it should be anything super delicate, especially if you're going to be using it every day, because no matter how delicate you are with the bag, there's always going to be, it's not even be you, it could be you slamming on your brakes and your car flips back. It can be you if you ride the bus to work and somebody scratches your bag. It can honestly be anything. So I would honestly just get anything that's not going to have a lot of wear in the beginning, because once you have like maybe 3 or 4 bags, you can start having a little bit more delicate bags, and you kind of put them in a cycle, and so it doesn't get a lot of wear on it as fast. So like my Bottega Veneta cassette is like somewhat of a delicate bag because it's white. I have some other bags that are a little bit more delicate, and so once you kind of put them in a cycle, they don't get as worn as fast. That's why I change my bags very, 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 very frequently, um, because they don't get a lot of wear. I change my bags almost every day, and so my bags usually, by the time I don't want them, by the time I'm over them, they're usually in pretty good shape because I used it a good amount, but I didn't really use it right then and there when I first got it. It may have its moment for a week or two, but after that, it goes into a rotation. Um, but that's what I would recommend. But for designer, I'd probably say, um, I would say Prada is a good one, Gucci's a good one, Louis Vuitton is a good one, um, Hermes is a good one. Um, I would say those are the best ones to buy brand new, in the designer market. And the reason why I say Prada is because Prada has recently become really expensive within the last, ever since COVID. I feel like Prada has definitely been so expensive. Um, like a lot of the things are ridiculously priced versus what they were 2 years ago. So Prada is definitely pushing to be more of a luxury brand than I ever even imagined. I think right now, I think even Fendi is less expensive than Prada. And if you would have told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. Um, I know you said first bag recommendations, but those are the ones that's kind of like my thought process. But also a Saint Laurent bag will probably do you pretty good too. But you can always buy those on the pre-loved market for a good price, depending on which one. Um, I got the dinner roll tote bag in my shopping bag right now. So think about it, so cute. What do you think about that? Let me look it up right now, and then I'll tell you. Oh, it's cute. I've seen it in person before. I definitely see some listings that are on sale, so I definitely would probably go for the sale one. Because I see like the black one with the silver hardware. I see some that are blue. I see a white one. Let's look at the one from Nordstrom. It's 20% off. It's cute, and what I, what I like about it is because you can tuck in the, oh yeah, you can have the chain or you can have the strap, so it's kind of versatile, and it's made in Spain and it has the two straps, and it looks like it fits a phone in it. So if it fits a phone, then I would say yes. It's cute. I mean, for under $500, I think it's really really cute, and I like that it's called dinner roll. So I would say go for it, especially if you can get it on an incentive. I definitely would go for it. Um, I would say go for it. What platforms is the best to resell bags? Honestly, there's a lot of people that will scam you nowadays. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. So um, you have to be careful. Yes, you want to recoup as much money as you want, but you also don't want to get scammed. And so for me, I just sold my bags. If it's a designer bag, I just directly sell it through Fashion File. And 9 times out of 10, they usually give me the money that I'm looking to get. If you sell it yourself, see what other YouTubers and other people will never tell you is people that go and resell their bags. Let's say I do a closet sale, right? I'm not trying to say that I'm like this big person, but I see when I'm like almost see like I always play around with stuff. I'm not saying that I'm a big person, right? But what I'm trying to say is like when you go, like I have a platform to sell these things, so I can sell them, make most of my money, and keep it moving. The average person doesn't have a platform or doesn't have a buyer to buy things right then and there. So that's why when you see, I don't know, like other luxury YouTubers or other people that sell their designer bags that already have thousands of subscribers or millions of subscribers on here, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever, they already have a platform to sell it. So 9 times out of 10, it's going to be super easy to sell them because those people are already interested in the items that they have. Versus if you're just like a regular person, let's say like my mom, who has Instagram but is on private, doesn't really use it. It's gonna be more. It's like no one's gonna trust you enough to buy. You know what I mean? Once you have a platform, it's kind of hard to do somebody dirty because they can always air you out. And so I would say I would always go through like a fashion file. I would always go through like I wouldn't sell my bags. I wouldn't sell anything to the Real. I would just sell it myself. Poshmark, but you will take fees, percentages, and everything out. I do like fashion for the most part because they just straight up do buyouts on everything. So whenever they do buyouts, I really don't have to worry about anything. Like I sell it and I am, I'm over with it. But I would say the best platforms I would say is Fashion File, your local consignment stores that will probably offer you pretty good, or also like eBay and stuff. But like I said, you have to be careful. Like you have to do things the right way. Like when I go and ship a designer bag to a subscriber, I will literally go with my friend and I'll make my friend hold my camera and see me open the bag, show it to the FedEx person, tape it, box it up. Like it's a whole process, and it's sometimes it's not worth the whole hassle, because I know I've gotten like people trying to say, "Oh, you sent me something," like in the past, like you sent me this, but it didn't get that, and I'm like, "Oh, really?" And so then I go and show the footage where I'm like, let's say like a box, and I'm like, you can obviously see that I put these YSL boots in there, and you're claiming that you got something else. So it's just gonna he said, she said, and also the platform that you sell it on, they may side with the person or the person's credit card or PayPal. So it's better just to sell it off like a buyout, better than just having to deal with yourself, because it is a lot. Unless it's like over $3,000 or $4,000, I would honestly just sell it and get it over with. But that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Um, Thoughts on the new first Gucci collection without Alessandro Michelle? This is from JR. My and hopefully that answers your question about the resale though. But if you have any more, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. My thoughts on Alessandro Michelle. So I think this new collection is very wearable and it's gonna do Gucci really well. So last year, a lot of luxury brands didn't make their quotas, didn't really make their numbers, for a number of reasons, and that has to do with like in 2021 and 2020, a lot of people were spending a lot of money on designer. I feel like in 2022, it wasn't the case for a lot of designer and contemporary brands. There were a few brands that got away with it, like Louis Vuitton got away with it. Um, Marc Jacobs got away with it. There's a few brands that are very, very hot that got away with it. But for the most part, a lot of these designer brands didn't make nowhere near their goals or even exceed them of like the previous year. And so back to what I'm saying, this new collection with Alessandro Michelle is very wearable. So it looks like when I see the clothes, yes, they may not be super extravagant, super all over the place, but they're very wearable. They're very Gucci, and I think that's the way that Gucci's going to go towards that direction where the clothes are more wearable. Because then they are a fashion brand. They're there to sell, and there's a lot of money to be made in ready to wear. Ready to wear is the highest markup out of anything in the designer section, other than like eyewear when it comes to shoes, handbags, small leather goods, fragrances, beauty. That one of the highest markups for a lot of the brands that they make the most money on is going to be ready to wear. So ready to wear, it may not be the biggest percentages of the brand, but whenever they do sell ready to wear, they do make a lot of money out of it, especially in points of sales that are full price. They make a lot of money because the markup in ready to wear is super high because people don't buy it as often. Um, but I do like it. I'm very excited to see the direction and who will, what direction it will go into. But it is definitely more wearable, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of those pieces be available, more ready for to purchase versus like Alessandro Michele or Michelle collection. That's just my 2 thoughts on it. Um, Happy birthday, Aiden Jack. Yeah, it's Aiden's happy 18th birthday. So happy birthday to him. Kid Cat Alien says, thank you. You're welcome. Cheryl says, hi, Sergio. Happy New Year. This is Cheryl, one of your subscribers. Well, thank you, Cheryl, for being on the live. I appreciate you. It's going to be first of many. I'm going to be back on doing live streams. I know I've been slacking these last couple of years, but we are back. And, you know, better than ever to be doing lives. I miss doing lives, and they're always really good, especially on Friday. You know, everybody's out at work. A lot of people don't work tomorrow. It's a good time, and so why not? You know, I mean, everybody loves doing lives. Lux Love says, anyone's feeling less than excited about any of the new fashion houses these days? None of it feels the same anymore. I feel like that probably has a reason why I haven't been posting as much. Like for me, I'm not, if I don't want to go on camera if I don't feel it. Like if I don't feel it, regardless of what's going on in my personal life, or like there's videos, I'm not gonna go on a camera and have a fake smile for the most part. I like, if I'm in the mood to film, I'm in the mood to film. If I'm in the mood, like I was in the mood to do live stream. Like on Monday, I was like, I'm not sure, and then on Wednesday, I was like, no, and then I put on my Instagram, I'm gonna be on live stream. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and be on live stream. But you're right. I think a lot of it has to do with, um, I don't know. I think for me, it's like the price increases. I think for me, like the amount of money like they're charging for things that used to cost like excuse me, like 1,000 or two like years prior has really turned me off from a lot of brands. And then like also like the Balenciaga scandal also kind of turned me off a little bit, and it kind of made me kind of realize things into like a different rabbit hole. My tin hat was tingling. If you guys watch Lovely Tea, so that definitely kind of had to play with it. But yeah, I agree with you, Lux Love. I'm not asked I'm passionate about clothing, but I just feel like I needed a little bit of a break because I feel like I've just been doing, video after video. I almost have 500 videos on my channel, and for a long time, for about a year and a half, 2 years, I was posting almost 5 videos every single week. And so I just kind of got tired of it. And then these price increases and this and that, and like, things that I'm just not interested in certain things. And I'm not going to be I'm not gonna force to talk about things that I don't care about, like to make an affiliate link money. Like I'm just not like I'm not gonna sit here and sell you guys things that I know are high commission, like through affiliate links, like versus like other YouTubers. And I don't care. People can do what other people want, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you things to recommend things and buy things just for the money. I'm just not gonna do it. And so I have integrity, versus a lot of people lack. But I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it, and that's the only reason. Even for me to miss, November, December, to not be really present on social media, where that's where most people make, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, and I turned down so many sponsorships, so many opportunities, just because I wasn't feeling it. And now I'm kind of getting back into it. I'm kind of getting into the groove. I'm seeing like sales season. I'm starting to see a lot of the new things come out, and I feel like now I'm kind of like ready to kind of be back, and that's why I'm back on live stream. And that also reflects me not even posting a lot on live, because you guys would always see me post a lot of live videos. But I'm slowly going to be back into it, and best to believe once I'm full force, I'm kind of doing a little bit of baby steps, but once I'm full force, ain't nobody gonna stop me. But yeah, and that Lux Love, that's honestly the reason why I wasn't really feeling it. It's just a price increase, and it just became a little too much, and I don't know. But I feel like I kind of snapped out of it, and I'm back into it. Um, Let's see. Mom Fox says, thank you. You're welcome. Burberry says, Happy New Year 2023. Happy New Year's to you. Yvonne says, Saludos. Happy New Year. Any goals for 2023? 2023 is to definitely be more savvy with my money, as I usually typically am. I feel like the last 2 years I wasn't as much as I used to, like from 2020, but it also has to do with like a lot of lifestyle changes. So I'm definitely going to be more savvy than what like. I don't know. I feel like for a hot second I was like, girl, I don't care. Here's this, here's that, here's that, here's my card. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And I feel like, girl, Sergio, you have some really bad habits. So my habits to be a little bit more frugal with my money. I'm definitely not cheap, but definitely be more smarter with my money. And also to just be a little bit more fit. I feel like I go through these stages where like I work out and I eat really well, and then I kind of stop, and then I go back, and then I stop. I go back, and I go stop. I go back, and then I stop. And so I kind of want to kind of be a little bit more consistent in that. And that's pretty much it. Just be overall in better health because, like I said, I'll be super great. Like I'll get my physical done. It's everything comes out as great. I'm living my best life. And then I go this and that, and then my diet, and then my weight fluctuates super fast. And then these clothes don't fit me. This fits me, and then I kind of like be all over the place. So I think consistency, be a little bit more frugal as I used to be. Well, I still am, but just a little bit better, and also to be a little bit more consistent on my weight and things that I eat. But yeah. Um, but thank you so much for that. Love Luck says price increases, nothing seems special yet. And there's this fact you're getting nervous wearing any of it out and getting robbed. Yes, I feel like for me, I'm a big girl. I don't really like, I live in Houston, right? So, well, I live in Houston and Dallas, kind of like half and half. So, like, sometimes I'm in Dallas for a long time. Sometimes I'm in Houston for a little bit of time. Sometimes I'm in Houston for a long time. Sometimes I'm in Dallas for a little bit of time. It honestly depends. I go back and forth. I honestly, I'm a big girl. I'm like 6 foot. I'm not super skinny. I'm not fat, but I will wear whatever I want to wear. But I definitely see my friends where they definitely get scared. I definitely see my friends tell me like their stories. I've had my fair share of things like happen to me too, but I don't really wear my things. But I can see where like my mom doesn't want to wear her Chloe Marcy, or maybe these shoes or that. I can definitely see that because the crime, especially here in Harris County, has been kind of awful. I've heard a lot of stories from a lot of my girlfriends, like a lot of car break-ins and stuff like that. I've had a lot of my friends like, what is that thing behind their car, the converting, whatever that thing is, that piece of thing that they sell for metal. A lot of crazy things. But yeah, a lot of my friends have not been wearing anything like nice, or they've been wearing more discreet items. But yeah, I feel like the price increases kind of like really turns me off. It puts a disgusting taste in my mouth. Like it's good. It's like if you're like buying it right when it comes out. So like I'll probably be buying like that Gucci bag any day now, and I'll be happy. But like I don't know. I feel like the price increase has been like stupid crazy, like stupid crazy, and I don't know. I feel like that's why I made that video last year where for the price of designer there's like so much contemporary brands or pre-designer like that I would buy are a lot better. And like I said, that's why this year, oh my god, this year or this quarter or this first 6 months, girl, it's definitely going to be a Carolina Herrera. I love Carolina Herrera, and I feel like the price point, the quality, and everything. So I definitely can't wait to add my first few Carolina Herrera pieces within the next 6 months, and you'll see that guys talking. You'll see me guys talking about that on my wish list video. That will probably be the next YouTube video that will be up on the channel. Burberry says, "I'm hoping to see Burberry's new creative director now that there is a new creative director. It's the guy that used to be in Bottega. What's it called? Daniel Lee. Yes, I'm very. They are gonna do a whole 180. Is it 180 or 360? I don't know. If you guys can give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. I knew that Ricardo wasn't gonna last that long. The moment that it came out, first of all, Burberry is another brand, and I used to be like somewhat affordable. Like polos used to be like 175. I remember when in high school the polos used to be 150. Like this was used to be not a long time ago. Let's see how much is a Burberry polo. I have a Burberry. I have a few of them actually. New ones with Ricardo and older ones. A Burberry polo is now $480. When I first started working at Nordstrom, those polos were $150 to $175. That is stupid crazy. A lot of Burberry has definitely gone expensive. Like the Burberry classic jackets, that like the ones that like I have, that my mom has, my brother has, like now they're $950. Like that is insane. My Burberry jacket that I have, the classic quilted one, retails for $1,200. That's insane. Like double the price what they were like 4 or 5 years ago. But I knew Ricardo wasn't gonna last because it was too progressive for Burberry in a sense where it was like the people didn't really like the logo, the TB looked like Troy Birch. Like I wear my pink TB silk shirt. I may even wear that for dinner after this. Um, like I wear that, and I literally have people come up to me and ask me if that's a Tory Burch silk shirt. My red Burberry bag, the red monogram one that I bought maybe like a year and a half ago, I legit have people ask me. I remember the first day that I bought it. It was on a Sunday. I was working at Nordstrom and I bought it. And I remember I bought it, and then I went out to dinner later that day, I think to a sushi restaurant, and the server was like, "I love your Tory Burch handbag. I've never seen one like that." Like that is crazy that people were confusing my bag, and it happened multiple times. So I don't know. I feel like it's a lot, and also within the last sale season, at Neiman, Saks, Nordstrom, Essence, like all these places where they carry Burberry, a lot of the core items that were in the lineup are actually on sale, like the belts, a lot of classic black bags, the card holders. So they're gonna do a whole change. So everything that I have that I bought right now is gonna get changed, and that's one thing that I don't like about Burberry is Burberry changes very frequently. They don't stay the same. Like they're not like Louis Vuitton. Like let's say Louis Vuitton, the packaging, everything pretty much stays consistent. Or I don't know, another brand like Tory Burch is pretty consistent. Coach is pretty consistent. Chanel's pretty consistent with the logo and the branding. Burberry has changed it so many times that I literally get confused. Like there's so many different tags, so many different things, like Christopher Bailey's tag, now Ricardo Tisci, now Daniel Lee's. It's just like so much. And so I don't know. I feel like he's gonna do a great job. It's definitely gonna be a lot more minimal. And I feel like they're gonna attract that true Burberry customer that Christopher Bailey had. Ricardo Tisci was good, but I think he was too high end or too like high fashion for the everyday Burberry customer. It was good on the runway, but a lot of the pieces weren't wearable for the daily Burberry customer. Even for me, like I would see a lot of the pieces. I'm like, who's buying this in Houston, Texas? Who's the buyer in this in Dallas? Like I didn't really understand. But I do have a lot of Ricardo Tisci era clothes ready to wear. I probably have maybe like 8 or 9 pieces, and we'll see how it goes. But I still wear them, and I get a lot of compliments. But very excited to see how Burberry is going to take this new direction. Um, let's see. Ralph says, "Are you going back to retail anytime soon?" I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I still haven't decided. Plus, January is like a really weird month to move around because I feel like January is just like that weird month where nobody does anything. So I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I still haven't decided. But I did. It's funny because in December or November, no, I think in November, I got an email from Nordstrom, like people from like the store that I worked at asking me if I wanted to work there again. Because I know, like, obviously, like I have ears everywhere, and they were telling me, like, I heard that it's not like it's not the same after I left, and a lot of my coworkers left. Like now, it's like a lot of new people, and they literally asked me if I wanted my job back, and I was like, no, I don't even live in Dallas, but I don't know, but who knows? But I know for me, I'm well overqualified to get any retail job that I want to. I can probably work, I don't know, anywhere, and I'll probably get hired on the spot. Um, Everything is going up. Property tax have gone up. Interest rates, it's nuts. Yeah, everything is kind of expensive. Like I went to Target to do a Target run, and I was like, girl, for $100, I don't even know what I bought. I don't even remember what I bought. Like it's kind of going crazy. It's actually quite like insane. And so that's probably like another reason why I'm a little bit more on the frugal side now, just because things are so freaking expensive. It's actually insane. Um, I feel like the only way I'll buy another designer bag is when I travel to Europe. Yeah, same here. There's a few bags that I want, and I told myself those are gonna be bags that I buy. I'm planning to go Europe probably for my birthday this year, and so those are bags that I want to buy. Like I want to buy like that big Saint Laurent tote. I want to buy that little Saint Laurent lunch bag, like the lunchbox one, the one that's 1890 here. I want to buy a few bags, but I definitely want to buy them over there, like the Gucci little crossbody that I want. Those are all bags that I would buy over there. But if it's over $1,000 and I'm saving over $200 to $300, I feel like it's better to buy it over there. Lux Love says, I just don't like it when people know what you're wearing or what you're carrying these days and line to get into these places. No, yeah, that's one thing that I would never do is wait into a line. Absolutely not. Good thing here in Houston, there's like ways around it. So there's like literally like 3 Dior boutiques in Houston, which is actually insane. There's like a few Louis Vuitton boutiques. There's a few Gucci boutiques. There's 2 Chanel boutiques. So there's more than one option here in Houston, which is good. But I know like in certain places there are lines, and I'm just like, mm-mm. I cannot do like during the holidays. I walked around. There was a line at Burberry. There was a line at Louis Vuitton. There was a line at Gucci. There was a line at Chanel. There was a line at I think Saint Laurent. Like, I do not do that. For luxury, I'm not waiting in line for nobody. If I'm waiting in line, it's I don't need to buy it. There was a line of David Yurman, girl. I don't do that. I don't wait in lines at all, unless it's soup like maybe one person, but I don't wait in line. Even at the outlets, I don't wait in line anywhere. If I'm waiting in line, that means I don't need it. They can fight and argue over the bags, the shoes, whatever. That's full price. That means I don't need it enough. April says, "Have you thrifted any designer items?" Um, Recently, no. I have thrifted some stuff, but I don't even know. They're like in my clothing cabinet. I haven't even looked through them, but I did like earlier this like last year. I meant to go back to thrifting, but I just haven't had the time for it. I've just been a little too busy, but I do want to go back and do it. But designer items, no. But contemporary items, yes. Like all like every time that I go, there's not a time where I don't find a contemporary item that I actually like and that I'll actually wear myself. With contemporary items, I always find it. Um, EJSPS says yes, Daniel Lee. He was with Bottega. Yeah, I think he's gonna do a phenomenal job at Burberry. I think he's gonna have that balance of Christopher Bailey and Riccardo Tisci. I don't think Riccardo Tisci was ever good at Burberry. Like he was good, I did like it, but like when I showed my mom Burberry to Riccardo Tisci, my mom didn't like it. When I showed it to like more of my traditional friends, traditional family, they weren't a big fan of it, but I did. I am a big fan of Burberry in general. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I have bad experience with my Lulu puffer that broke, so I don't trust third party anymore. I only buy from Farfetch bag wise. I think when it comes to a certain dollar amount, I think it's always better to buy it if you can from the boutique. I don't know. I feel like if I'm spending the money, I might as well buy it from a boutique, just because I feel like they kind of cover you more. I know Curring is a little bit are is good at that. Like I don't know. I like even when you buy like an iPhone charger, like when you it has like a warranty for 1 year, your iPhone charger, the plug. And like I much rather buy this from the Apple store than to buy it from like Target or Walmart. I definitely prefer to buy it at the actual place versus versus a wholesaler like a Nordy or like places like that. It's for depending what the item is. I definitely feel like they also take care of you and they're more knowledgeable in the things that they have if you have those stores and boutiques readily available to you. So like if there's not a Troy Birch boutique in your area, but Nordstrom's the only thing, well, guess you're stuck at Nordstrom. But if you have a Troy Birch boutique, maybe it is worth to buy it at Nordstrom. I mean at Troy Birch, unless if it's like an exclusive or it's sold out at the boutique. Um, I'm just excited. Let's see. Monica says, "Happy 2023, Sergio. Happy 23 to you." Rainy Boss says, "Happy New Year, Sergio. Happy New Year to you." Ralph says, "Versace gives me Buchona's vibe." Yes, definitely. Versace definitely does give that vibe. I'm kind of here for it. I do like Versace quite a lot. It's one of my like it's like one of my alter ego brands. I definitely do love Burberry. I mean, not Burberry, Versace. It definitely gives me all the spice. It definitely gives me all the vibes, and I am definitely here for the Versace fantasy. I am a Versace girl. I was never a Versace type of girl, but like as I slowly started adding more pieces, I just became a Versace. And everyone says, "Oh my god, I don't really see you in Versace," but I like it a lot. I feel like it brings out my character a little bit out. In 2015, I was happy after things changed. Even the Scottish cashmere was changing. The logo was weird. Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like Burberry has definitely changed. Not sure for the good for the bad, but I also feel like a lot of the clothes are made more rapidly. And I don't know. I wish they would go back into the time where I think Burberry was a little bit more classy than more trendy. You know, I feel like a lot of Burberry items were very trendy and like wearable for one time versus a lot of the older Burberry stuff. You can get away with wearing a lot. And I think that also has to do with their off price too. Daniel Lee had a successful one with Bottega. I hope he can do the same with Burberry. I think he'll be super successful with Burberry, and I'm very excited to see what he'll bring out. What do you think about the brand Florisi? Would you invest in it? I've seen the brand. We're gonna look it up right now. Yeah, it's cute. I've seen a few people wear this brand. I think I've seen this at Neiman Marcus before. If I'm not mistaken, they used to carry this brand there, or maybe they still do. It's super cute. As I googled up the brand, a lot of sell items popped up. So maybe I would buy the items off price versus full price. But it's super cute. I like the little designs on it, and I have seen a couple people in person and online wear it. And it was founded in 1967 by Elio Ferrucci, and it's cute. I mean, it's cute. Definitely reminds me, like some of the printed items that have the Ferrucci kind of reminds me of Pucci on it, but it's cute. It definitely reminds me more of a summer brand, not definitely like a winter brand, but it is cute. And I mean, I think it's an item. I've seen these items more than a few years around. So if it's been around for a couple years, I'll definitely go for it. I mean, it's super. I mean, the things are super cute, especially with a super simple outfit. I think they would go for it. I agree. I love that I bought the Acro Tote and the Mini Jody. Yeah, I love both of those bags to Burberry. I've been using both of them so much. The the especially the Jody. But I've been using my Acro Tote a little bit more now that I got those little two Versace bags, the La Medusas. I haven't used my Jody as much, and I've been using other bags a little bit. But I mean, a Jody is always a classic. I always pull it out almost all the time. So I definitely do love to use my little Jody. It's always one of my handy dandy, especially because I have the older version, and so it is a little bit bigger than the newer version. It's a little bit tiny. It's the newer version is a little bit smaller, so I can get away with carrying a little bit more with the older version. What luxury brands do you suggest for men who want to ready to wear from big fashion houses? I would say definitely the row. It just depends your style and if you like logos or not. So like we're starting like pre to more designer. Like I would say if you're investing, I would say like Ami Paris, I like a lot. Like a Theory, like a Vince, like for core, like contemporary for designer. Um, I would say definitely Saint Laurent. Like if you're gonna do a nice designer, a lot of the Saint Laurent items you can never go wrong with. Saint Laurent classic like cigarette jeans, a lot of the t-shirts, a lot of the hoodies, a lot of the items are very classy. You can get away with wearing them for many seasons that don't look super seasonal. I think that is probably my number one. The row for men, they do make a line for men. It's very clean. It's very classic. I think it goes with everything. A lot of like for like nice coats, like a Montclair, a Canada Goose, even like longer like trenches from like Burberry. I would say one thing Burberry does really well are also jackets. So if you don't want like a Montclair Canada Goose, I think Burberry makes really those things really well. I think another brand for men's clothing that I do like that I think it's kind of contemporary. I don't know. Some people consider it designer, like Hugo Boss. I think they make really nice suitings. I think Tom Ford also makes a lot of nice clothing for men that you can never go wrong with. When I think of men's clothing, I just think of very timeless, effortlessly, and goes with everything. Laura Piana. I like Brunello Cucinelli, but I prefer Brunello Cucinelli for more women's clothing. Bottega Veneta, I do have some Bottega Veneta ready-to-wear pieces that I wear a lot. I'll say like the more clean, the more minimal. I think that's what I like, and that's what I would kind of go for versus like your logo bomb on T-shirt, like your super like gaudy items. I think more like the cleaner that it is, the more the more attracted I am to it, and then the more timeless it looks. Like you can have like I have a Burberry jacket that I will have probably for the next decade, and it will always look super classic because the style fits me. It looks very flattering, and you can never go wrong with it. Uh, let's see. I heard that Daniel Lee will bring back the trench style. Yeah, I mean trench style dresses, like imagining the trench in so many ways. I think that'd be really well. I'm not sure what percentage trenches make out of their sales, but I mean bringing the trench in a very like new, imagined way would be really nice. I would love to see that with Daniel Lee and like bringing like I think what he's gonna do is bring a lot of heritage pieces. So like the Mackin bag or the banner bag. That's the name. The banner bag. I feel like will come back in a new like imagined like way. Like that's still classic with the Burberry plaids on the side. I feel like he's gonna bring that back. Make like the trench coat, like those quilted jackets. Like they're gonna be back into like that classic, sophisticated, but not super trendy. Not always being something that they're not. I think that's what they're gonna bring back. Um, and I'm very excited. Or like the Burberry pattern, like more like reimagined. I don't know. I'm very, very excited. I want my first Chanel to be in Paris. Yes, I mean buying it in the Rue Carbon store, and you get that white packaging because you get the white shopping bag and the white box, and like you bring it back, and like I think that's so beautiful. Like that's something that you could have forever. I don't know, and it's always a story. And whenever you bring out the white box, it's like so special because there's only one place on earth where you can get a Chanel white box, and that's on the Chanel boutique in Paris, OG one. Ralph says, "Where can I get a nice pair of classic cowboy boots?" Cowboy boots, I would honestly say like it depends, like what type of classic boots. Like, do you want like more trendy, like I don't know, like a Ghani boot or like a Steve Madden. But if you want like a nice one, like a nice cowboy boot, I would honestly go to like Cavender's. I would go to like Boot Bar, and like I would go to like an actual boot place, and, or like online. They actually have like on those websites. They actually have like boots that are like a little bit fashion forward or a little bit. You can get away with wearing them with non cowboy items. That you can get away with it. But if you want like a nice, I feel like if you do want one from a designer brand that does make them pretty good and that I think are kind of Western enough to wear. I think Saint Laurent probably makes the best one in the designer section. But I would say Saint Laurent are actually buying them from like an actual boot manufacturer. Paris, Texas makes a lot of nice boots too. And I love, love, love like the packaging and everything. But I will try getting it from now. But I know Western boots have been really popular. I know Christian Louboutin has a really popular Western boot, and I know Western boots are definitely not going to go anywhere. So, but I would say in the designer section, I would definitely say you can't go wrong with the Saint Laurent like Western boot. I think they do it really well, and they've been doing it way before Western boots have become a little bit trendy. That's what I would say. Um, Tyra says much love from Clearwater, Florida. Oh, thank you so much. Much love from Houston, Texas. Yes, definitely like Poochie. Yeah, like the colorful items on it definitely reminds me of it. Like it's very like summertime, like being by the pool, relaxing, or a nice summer day with like some really nice shorts with a really nice sandal. I feel like that's like on a Sunday brunch, like that's what it kind of reminds me of, and I think that's really like nice. And the colors are they're summer colors, but they're still very wearable. Yes, I bought my damaged bag to Saint Laurent boutique, and they took care of me, sent it to Italy to repair it. Now I'm having to wear it finally, and I know that probably took forever. I know right now they're still backed up, and they're still taking forever to get a lot of the things back from repair. So I mean, I'm glad that you got it now back in one piece, and you can wear it. But I feel like that shouldn't have happened to begin with. Um, Brainy Boss says, "What do you think about Armani, the contemporary level? They have beautiful totes in different sizes." I do like so in the Armani family. I think it's like Armani Collection or Colzani or something like that. Armani Exchange, Imperial Armani, and Giorgio Armani. Uh, I'm not a big fan of Armani Exchange just because I don't feel like the quality's there. I do like Imperial Armani. I think Imperial Armani. I'm not a big fan of like their logally things from them from Imperial, but I think their actual like non-branded clothes and like the actual accessories, I think that they do it really really well. And every time I go to like I haven't been well here in Texas. There's not an Imperial Armani like store. We only have our Giorgio Armani inside of Neiman Marcus at North Park, and there's an actual Giorgio Armani store here in Houston, and then we just have Armani exchanges, and then we have Armani outlets in San Marcos and in here in Cyprus. But I have seen Imperial Money there at the outlets, and I think they're really well made, and I think the price really justifies it. It's not super like crazy like as the Giorgio Money pieces, but I do like their items a lot. I haven't looked into it, but I definitely will look into their totes. But every time I do see like the Imperial Money leather items, I'm impressed by them. I think the quality is really good, and also every time I see them at the outlets, I think um, they're always like well priced for what they are. I've been using my Bottega bags. I get a lot of compliments when I wear my black mini Jody. Yeah, I mean, and it goes with everything. You can never go wrong with it. Like it is definitely a very staple bag. I wish I picked up the Max Mara coat at TJ Maxx. That's something that I've been actually on my list. I've been wanting a Max Mara coat. Um, I want to go back to the Max Mara outlet, the one in California, but I don't know when that'll be. That'll be, or maybe like the one in Woodbury Commons. Because last time I went to Max Mara, they had actually had a lot of nice things. But I definitely want like the Emanuela coat. I think it's really really pretty. It's over $3,000, but I don't know. I'll find a way to have it like in black. But yeah, Max Mara coats have definitely been like on the back of my mind. Like I'm gonna get a Max Mara item. I definitely do want it. There was a Max Mara boutique here in Houston, but it closed. So I don't know if it didn't do well, but Max Mara, like Acris, St. John, Lord Piano, those are very particular customers, and you only really need like less than 100 customers for those type of stores that are regulars to make or break the boutique. You don't really need a lot, or like Brunello Cucinelli. Those are brands like you only really need like Giorgio Armani too. You only need a handful of clients to make or break the store. So maybe that's why. Maybe because there's a little bit more competition, or I don't know. Probably the right here is stupid expensive to be in the Galleria, especially like in that designer side of items. Um, Even my name is in honor of Burberry and its signature color. Oh yes, yes. But I don't know. We'll see what Daniel Lee will do. I'm very very excited. Espadrilles for men. Espadrilles for men. I only have one pair, but those are from Sam Edelman. Let's see. Espadrilles for men. Espadrilles is not something that I would spend a lot of money on, even like in designer, just because they get worn so easily. If I was to do designer, Jimmy Choo has some nice ones. Hermes has some nice ones. I'm looking through it here, but even like the ones from like Mango or like the ones from like Aldo, I think like you can never go wrong with them, especially if they're more minimal looking. Like I said, growing up, I would wear a lot of espadrilles like in school and stuff, and they would just get really bad and dirty after a season. They're very comfortable to be around with, but I would never spend like designer money. So probably even one from like Aldo, probably one from Steve Madden. I probably wouldn't spend over $200 on an espadrille just because they get super worn. Like right now, I see like a Ted Baker one for 44.50. But I also wouldn't go like an H&M Zara. I would definitely spend money, like, but I would probably spend anywhere from $50 to $200, but I wouldn't go over $200 for an espadrille just because if you're gonna use it every day of the season, it's gonna get worn down really fast. Like that raffia material doesn't wear really nicely, and it doesn't really matter the designer; they just don't wear nice over time. Um, let's see, outfit ideas for Miami. I usually just say my Versace is definitely comes into mind, and more of like your items that you wouldn't wear wherever you're from. So like here Houston, I would wear things that are very like Miami, very beachy, things that I don't really get to wear a lot here. So I'll definitely bring like a lot of my like sandals if I'm at the beach. I'll definitely bring like a lot of my fun swim trunks, like fun printed tops, like more like shorts and stuff, depending on the weather. But I would definitely bring like a lot of your like wow pieces and just wear it because it's Miami. Miami's very much flashy, like maybe like lighter tinted glasses that you can wear indoor and outdoor, just like pretty much the vibe. Like when I was in Miami, I had like these like clear Tom Ford glasses that had like a little tint. You know, you can wear like your cute bodysuit, like a nice like shirt, jacket, like something very nice with shorts and like my Hermes sandals and like my Louis basket bag, like very like casual, like very or like Jacquemus. Like a lot of Jacquemus pieces are really nice for Miami. Like they're out there, but not that much. And I think right now Zara is a really great place because they have like a lot of they're like at their end of the season sale. So I've saw like a lot of nice things that are like would be perfect for that. But I would definitely get like more like pieces that you typically wouldn't wear if you're like living more in the city. That's not super tropical. Um, let's see. Nice to see you in another live. Is the Givenchy Antigona still worth the investment as a work bag? Any other recommendations as a work bag? I actually have my Antigona here. Um, I think this is still good at work bag. This is gonna be. Did I buy this when I was 17 or 18? I'm gonna be 23 this year. I don't know, but I've had it for a long time, and I've used it quite a bit. It's had my fair share. This one is a little bit more of a smoother leather, so it has had a little bit more scratches than what I would like to, but I have worn it a lot. I would definitely, yes, I definitely would buy it pre-loved, or I would get it on sale. I definitely would not pay full price for it. I would probably pay no more than $1,200 if it's like in pristine condition. I love it. I still use it. I like it. I like Givenchy and to go. I like Givenchy bags. I think they may not be the most popular bags, but in my opinion, I think they're made really really well. Another recommendation for work bags, the Tom Ford tote is really good. The Marc Jacobs tote bags in leather, the Bottega Veneta Acro tote. If you're gonna do like Go Yard, I'll definitely get the one with the zipper, and like it has like leather on the patches, like at the bottom corners, so it wears a little bit nicer. I think those are some of the ones that I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend like the single work tote. That one gets too dirty. The suede gets messed up on the inside. But there's some of the work totes that I would recommend. A Toy Rich Perry tote is another good one. A Robinson tote. Those are a few ones I would recommend. Oh, the Gucci monogram one, like the Ophidio tote. That's another good work bag. Those are some of the ones I would recommend. If you're trying to put your laptop and stuff, this one will fit a 13-inch laptop and like your agenda and stuff. Probably not a binder, but it will fit most of your things that you need. I still think it's worth it, but I just wouldn't buy it. Let's see. Um, I was lucky they sent out for repair before Christmas, and the repair was strapped in trip, so I received it just before Christmas. Oh, that's good. So you got to use it during the holidays. Um, That's good. Y'all says, yes, I've been wanting the Chanel Espejos. They don't wear nice over time. Like if you look at like on the pre-love website and you see how they wear, they necessarily don't wear a whole lot nice. And I tried them on. They're too narrow for my foot. Even the men's version, I have really wide feet. Those ones are made really narrow. I don't think they're worth the money. I would definitely get like a sell Toy Birch when call it a day. Like I don't think the Chanel Espejos are worth it unless you're okay with using them and they get a little dirty. But I wouldn't buy them because they don't wear really nice over time. If you're asking me, um, what do you think about the new Coach Heart colors? I got the black one. I love them. So they came out with like I think like a cherry one, the black one, the red one for off price, and then they did the full price, the black on black, like a deep red, and the monogram one. I definitely. Oh, and then they came like in mini versions too. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I want the black on black from the full price version just because I would use it a lot. I will say the outlet versions that are 199, they're a little too small for my frame. If they were a tad bit bigger, I would love them. If I were to go the off price, I would definitely go for me out because I'm like 6 foot, 160 pounds. I definitely would go for the Kate Spade ones just because they're a tad bit larger, and I believe it fits my phone in it. So I'd probably go for the Kate Spade one over the Coach one if I'm going to go out like off price style. If I'm going full price, I'll definitely get the Coach bigger ones just because I feel like they're more cute, and I think for my frame, they fit me a little bit better. But I think they're gorgeous. And if you're like a little bit more small, a little bit more petite, the bag's gonna be perfect for you. But I think for me, it just looked a little awkward, especially because I like to wear like a lot of boxy blazers, a lot of boxy jackets, things that are not super bodycon without like a third piece. It just looked a little awkward, but I do really, really love it, and I can't wait for everybody to see them because I posted them on Instagram and a lot of you guys went and got them. Yay, Sergio's live. Hey babe, how are you? I spotted the Coke Max Mara at TJ Maxx. A lucky find, but I think a sales associate bought it before I had the chance to. That's what they be doing. And the audio's glitching. I think my audio should be fine now. I don't know. I actually need to, I should probably get, I'm speaking a little bit louder just to see if it works, but I should probably get like a nicer like camera because I'm doing through a webcam. I don't know. I feel like the webcam looks a little bit more personal. Oh, it's working now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, sometimes associates, like even when I worked at Nordstrom Rack, we would see things out where like, ooh, we like it. And then when the customer wasn't looking, you take it to the back and you buy it. You either buy it right then and there, you buy it like right after your shift. But oh my god, that would happen. That happens more than you would think. And then Sobi says, "What do you think about Ralph Lauren handbags? I do love them. The Ralph Lauren, I think ID bag, I think is really really pretty. I love the little slouch and how it has that little piece of leather with a little polo. It's like I like that it has a polo, but it's not very in your face. I really really like it. I think that's a bag that I've been seeing a lot on social media. I think it's really really pretty. I do quite like it. So it is 1 hour. I was going to do 1 hour live. So if you guys have any final questions before I leave out of here, I'm definitely more than happy to answer them, and I'll definitely be back soon. not next Friday at 7, and we'll see how it goes next week. We may do an hour, we may do 2 hours, we may do an hour and a half. We don't really know, but we shall see. Bagley Misha, is it the bags or the shoes? The shoes are really pretty at Nordstrom. Um, I would sell those in full price a lot, and they're actually really well made. Like they're really really well made, and they have like a lot of like Manolo, and like now they have the Mac and Mac kind of like, I wouldn't say the dupes, but like very similar versions. And I think the quality is really great. You can also find them at like the Rack too for a great price. I think for the price point, you're definitely getting really good quality for it. So I don't think I don't think I don't think the quality is not there. The quality is definitely there. Sophie says, Rainy says both. Um, oh, for both for the shoes in the back, and even like the dresses and stuff. Because I believe she makes dresses too. I have not seen anything. I know I saw the bags on a TikTok video recently, but I have not heard anything bad. Like the items are actually pretty well made, and for like the items to be, because a lot of them have like crystals, a lot of them have embellishments that they actually stay on there. So that's what I do like about them. And wow, thank you. I just purchased that bag and the quality is great. Oh my god, I will have to look at that. That is a really pretty bag. I've seen the ID and I really liked it. I think it's super cute. I need to go in and try it on because I haven't. I've seen it in person, but I haven't tried it on. So I have to look at it. But yeah, I like how the little polo's like super super tiny. So next time I'm in the mall, definitely look at it. Thank you, Sophie, for letting me know. And thank you so much for reconnecting with us, Sergio. Anytime, I'll be here next Friday at 7. Rainy says thank you. So the logos are very minimal. Enjoyed the live, Sergio. Looking forward to the next one. Enjoy your weekend. And without further ado, guys, I'll see you guys on the next live stream. And thank you so much. This is going to be one of many. And thank you so much for joining me. Y los miro hasta la próxima. Bye, guys, and have a wonderful, beautiful weekend.